सुन्नी इत्तेहाद काउंसिल की मखसूस नशस्तों से मुतालिक अपीलों पर जस्टिस मंसूर अली शाह ने कहा, हमने इलेक्शन का सिर्फ एक हिस्सा पकड़ लिया है। इस मसले की बुनियाद क्या बनी वो भी देखना होगा। आंखें बंद कर लें तो इंसाफ कैसे होगा। चीफ जस्टिस फाइज ईसा ने रिमार्क्स दिए, सबको इंसाफ चाहिए लेकिन मेरा और आपका इंसाफ मुख्तलिफ हो सकता है। कोई फांसी की सजा के हक में होता है तो कोई मुखालिफ।
पूरे इलेक्शन में हम एक पोर्शन को पकड़ लिया, हमने कहा SIC पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है कि नहीं और उनके पास रिजर्व सीट्स आती। अब हम जब कंप्लीट जस्टिस की लेंस को खोलते हैं तो हम कहते हैं ठहरो ना, हम आंखें तो नहीं बंद कर सकते इस पे कि SIC पे हम कहाँ से पहुंचे हैं। वी ऑल अंडरस्टैंड दैट ऑल दोज इंडिपेंडेंट्स हैव वन द इलेक्शन बिकॉज दे हेल्ड आउट टू द पब्लिक, दे वर PTI पीपल। वो सारा चीज जो है हमने नहीं देखना एकदम, और हम ये देखने लग जाए थोड़ा सा पोर्शन, तो फिर कंप्लीट जस्टिस को और हमने क्या करना है।
One thing has become absolutely obvious. There has been a grave constitutional violation by excluding a political party on the basis of misinterpretation of the provisions and a judgment of this court. Indirectly, this apex court would be validating a grave constitutional violation and thus invoking the doctrine of necessity again.
This is not a case कि पटवारी ने जमीन किसी की इंटर पार्टी ले ली है तो हमने कहा 185 में देखना है। We looking at the national elections. What I find very difficult is to look one segment of the election and ignore a very grave illegality that occurred just a minute before it, which led to that problem. That is not what justice is. I don't know what justice is.
My lord, I take that since a lot has been said from this side, we all want justice, but it's a very elusive concept. If you go on personal justice, my concept may be different from your concept. Someone may be in favor of capital punishment, someone may be against it. On a justice principle, do we apply justice principles? We apply the law and the constitution provisions. Read all the judgments which introduce the doctrine of necessity, and all of them rely upon the justice principle. We are now imposing our vision on the nation. Let's Pakistan go on the constitutional path for once.
You haven't answered my question. Do we validate a grave constitutional violation which has become obvious before us? That is inclusion
on something.
That is not premised. That is the orders have come before us. It has become obvious.
You want to respond?
We are ignoring the elephant in the room.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट में सुन्नी काउंसिल की मखसूस नशस्तों की अपीलों पर समाअत के दौरान अटॉर्नी जनरल ने दलाइल में कहा, सियासी जमात मखसूस नशस्तों के हल तब होंगी जब कम अज कम एक सीट जीती हो। जस्टिस अता मिनहल्ला ने नुक्ता उठाया, इलेक्शन कमीशन ने एक सियासी जमात को इलेक्शन से निकाल दिया।
Go to the political parties and not to the independents, with the only exception being the independents duly joining a political party. Political party must have one seat at least in the House. The allocation of non-Muslim seats, total number of seats for 10 still are.
Attorney General, I think we haven't addressed the basic question. That is in the context of Article 51D. A political party has been excluded by the Election Commission. This would be a very grave constitutional violation committed by the Election Commission itself. So, as a constitutional highest court, it is not our obligation to correct this very serious, grave constitutional violation. It has virtually disenfranchised all those who voted for that political party.
Here the number of independents are very large, and so you can see the impact that it's having on your proportional representation.
How does a party become a parliamentary party? Which provision governs that?
Anyone who has returned as a candidate or nominee on a political party's ticket will become a member of parliamentary party of that party, or will constitute a parliamentary party. In other words, independents cannot form a parliamentary party.